Welcome to my video on tip and tax. So a tip represents a portion or part of the cost for a meal or service provided. Tip is represented by a percent. And then we have tax, the amount of money paid to the government for services. And once again, tax is represented as a percent as well. And so we're going to come back to this idea of percent proportion, part over whole equals percent over 100 to solve tip and tax questions. But I'm also going to show you not only percent proportion, but I'm going to also show you a more practical way of calculating tip and tax. However, part over whole equals percent over 100 will get you the answer to any of the questions that I might ask you in this unit. And tip and tax are going to be calculated the same way because they're a percent of your cost. So let's look at the first example here. 4 friends go out to dinner and have a bill totaling $45.20. What amount should they leave for a 15% tip? So it says use the percent proportion. So we're going to do part over whole equals percent over 100. Now I have a percent, so I'm going to put that over 100. And I have a cost here, $45.20. I want to know the tip. So if I want to know the tip, then I'm looking for the part. And then the $45.20 will go here. Okay, so cross products. 100 times x is 100x. 15 times 45.20 is 678. Now the opposite of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 100. 100 divided by 100 is a 1 in disguise. So x will equal $6.78. Now, another example, or another way that we can solve this, I'm going to show you one other way, is that we can take the cost and multiply by the percent as a decimal to find the tip or tax. So we're going to do 45.20 times 0.15. And when we multiply this out, we get 678. So there are 2 ways to do this. Doesn't matter which way you use to do it. However, the proportion method will work if I ask you the percent, or if I give you the tip or the tax, then your percent proportion is going to be the best method. So percent proportion works for any of these, but this one is always only going to work when you find the tip or tax. And you can also use it when you find the total because you're going to have to find the tip or tax first. So did we answer the question, what amount should they leave for the tip? We did. So we are done. We don't have to add that to the total. Okay, so now we're going to figure out how to find the total with the tip or tax. So at an Italian restaurant, you order a salad for $2.50 and spaghetti for $8.25. The sales tax is 7.5%. What is the total of your bill, including sales tax? So now we need to include the sales tax. So step 1 is find the total amount of the items here. So we have to add 250 plus 825. And that will give us $10.75. Now we're going to use percent proportion because we now have our cost. And even though we have to find the total, we still have to find the tax first. We can't find the total without the tax. So we're going to look for the part, and we're going to put $10.75 on the bottom. So notice we're putting the cost on the bottom, and we're looking for the tax. And our percent is 7.5 over 100. So 100 times x is 100x. 7.5 times 10.75 is 80 and 625 thousandths. We can divide by 100. 100 divided by 100 is a 1 in disguise. And so x will equal 0.80625. Now, that is not how money looks. We have to round to the nearest hundredth. So we're going to underline the hundredths place, look to the right, and that's going to tell us that the tax is 81 cents. Now we have to add to get the total. 5 plus 1 is 6. 8 plus 7 is 15. Carry the 1. Bring down the decimal. 1 plus nothing is 1. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So we have $11.56 for the total. So did we answer the question? We sure did. So when we have the total, we just have an extra step. But notice, in both of these questions, if we were finding the tip or tax, we found the part, and when we did the total, we found the part first, and then we added. So we just add another step here. Okay, let's turn the page, and let's look at some more examples. How much sales tax should be charged on a purchase of $30? So we're looking for sales tax on a purchase of $30 if the sales tax rate is 6 1/4. Okay, so 6 1/4. We have a fraction here, so we need to change that to a decimal. So 6 1/4 is 6.25%. Okay, so we need to find the tax. So we're looking for the part. So we're going to do x over 30 equals 6.25 over 100. Percent is always over 100. So 100 times x is 100x. 30 times 6.25 is 187.5. The opposite of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 100. And we get 1.875, but that is not how money looks. We need to round to the nearest hundredth, so we're going to underline the hundredths place and look to the right. If it's 5 or above, I give it a shove, so my answer is $1.88. And did I answer the question? I sure did. How much sales tax? $1.88. Number 2, Madison's dinner cost $15.50 and Brady's dinner costs $18.75. What is their total bill, including a 20% tip? So before I can do anything here, I need to figure out how much Madison and Brady spent on dinner. So I need to add $15.50 plus $18.75, and I'm going to find that their meal is going to cost $34.25. Okay, so we got to find the total including a 20% tip. So even though we're finding the total, we still need to find the tip first. So we're going to find the part. So we're going to put that over the cost of the meal. And we're going to put our percent over 100. So 100 times x is 100x. And 20 times 34.25 is 685. Opposite of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide by 100. 100 divided by 100 is a 1 in disguise, and 685 divided by 100 is $6.85. But what I just found there was the tip. Now we got to find the total, so I need to add 34.25 to $6.85. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 8 is 11. Bring down your decimal and carry the 1. 4 plus 6 plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 3 is 4. So this is $41.85. And now I've answered the question. That is the total. Let's look at a few more examples. Number 3, the cost of Cohen's dinner was $47. The tip, with the tip, so this is important, he paid $55.46. What percent did he leave for the tip? Okay, so the percent of the tip is the tip divided by the cost of the dinner. Well, I have the cost of the dinner, but I don't know how much he tipped. So I can figure that out by taking the cost with the tip minus the cost of the dinner. So we're going to subtract 55.46 minus 47. And so now we get $8.46, and this represents the tip. So now I can take part over whole equals percent over 100. So I'm going to take the tip is the part. The cost of the meal is $47. And I'm going to say X over 100 because I want to know the percent. So 47 times X is 47X. And 846 times 100 is 846. I'm going to divide both sides by 47. These are going to cancel, one in disguise, and the answer is 18%. Okay, so that one was tricky. We really had to pay attention to the wording there. Number 4, Mason's family eats at Applebee's. The bill is $45.95, and they want to leave a 20% tip. How much will the dinner cost Mason's family? Okay, so we want to know how much the whole dinner is going to cost with the tip. So we have to find the tip first, and then we're going to add the tip. So X over $45.95. So I'm looking for the part because I have to know what the tip is before I find the total. Percent over 100. 100 times X is 100X. 20 times $45.95 is $919. And the opposite of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 100. 100 divided by 100 is a 1 in disguise, and we get $9.19. But remember, this is just the tip, so now I need to take the cost of the meal plus the tip, and this is going to give me the cost of the dinner, or the total. 5 plus 9 is 14, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Bring down the decimal and carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So the total cost of the meal is $55.14. Let's look at the 5th and final example here. Sierra paid $420 in tax, and the cost of the item before the tax was $56. What percent was the tax? So we got to find the percent. We know the tax is $420, so that's the part that's going to go on top. And we know the cost before the tax, so that's $56, which is going to be my whole, equals X over 100. I put an X here because I don't know the percent. So 56 times X is 56X. 420 times 100 is 420. And the opposite of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 56. 56 divided by 56 is a 1 in disguise, so X equals 7.5%. Okay, that concludes our notes on tip and tax. I hope you have a great day.